I saw my man Pat. The Pounders were drafting the Chow Chow earlier tonight. Looks pretty good. It's an interesting tournament. 58 or 56 people in week 17. Really interested in getting into some of those strategies for those smaller drafts. A total number of draft entries that get in. And so more things that happened over the weekend. Obviously, people are talking about DeAndre Hopkins. That fallout's still kind of coming through. I had tweeted out as soon as I saw him live on the I Am Athlete podcast last week. I tweeted out a response with a GIF of Deshaun Watson, and I said like left out in the cold, and it was because I felt like when Nuke was naming all of those QBs, and I mentioned this on the last time I went live, so I feel like I keep talking about it, but coming from a little bit of a Texans homer, so I stay on top of my D-Hop news, just kind of keep an ear to it. I kind of naturally perk up when I hear them talking about Hopkins, and when he comes on a podcast like Brandon Marshall's I Am Athlete, I listen. What did I get from that? He doesn't know Justin Herbert's name, but that's okay. He wants to play with him. He doesn't know CJ Stroud's name, and he doesn't want to play with rookies. I'm being harsh when I say that Nuke doesn't know their names. I'm just kind of getting at the fact that when put on the spot, he had to say, oh, the Chargers guy, or oh, that rookie in Houston. He kind of just like, he knows, but he doesn't really know. But that's okay. He's in his own world. He's doing his own thing. And, could we see him in Cleveland? Highly unlikely, I think. He didn't name Deshaun Watson on that short list of players that he wanted to play with. He obviously had listed Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. I think he even said Jalen Hurts, right? So, but I can't see him going there. Enough on the Nuke situation. My takeaway, stay away. I'm not really drafting Nuke a lot post this kind of news cycle. I was actually thinking about pulling up on stream if we could look at the Google Analytics and Google Trends. I'm going to see if I can pull that open on my screen that I'm checking on Twitter. Let me check my Twitter real quick because we're live. And then, so let me check out this Google Trend. If I search Google Trends, I've done this before. Okay, yep. And then let's do DeAndre Hopkins. We're just going to search his name as a term. And then interest over time. I'm going to do the past 7 days. Actually, let's do longer than that. Let's do past 30 days. Yeah. Can I screen grab this? Let me grab this. I might as well just show you, but if I can screen grab it, what's the difference? Okay. So, let's see if we're sharing this. Yes, perfect. What we're looking at for the next 4 minutes. Google Trends. No, but Panks Picks. Found that funny. He didn't list Watson. Yes. Hell yeah. Davis, what's up? So this is what we're looking at. Google Trends for DeAndre Hopkins. I keep losing myself because I'm just so distracted. I keep looking at the clock too. Google Trends, DeAndre Hopkins. Focus, Chris. What's up? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Garage. I'm Chris the Candyman. And we're looking at Google Trends of DeAndre Hopkins over the last 30 days. Usually when I'm doing some portfolio research on other subjects and looking at assets and equities and liabilities and such balance sheet type of jargons, I will simply Google Trend a company's name and also look to see when the last time they had like some kind of meeting, like filing like an 8K or something like that, or change in their board or something, or a board meeting, and you look back and you line that up with the Google trend, and you line up some dates. And it's actually kind of what I was doing on the ADP trend stuff back before the NFL draft. A lot of those videos I was looking at ADP trends week over week, and I would say like, oh, this is the week before the combine, and then we have the week of the combine, 2 weeks after the combine. Now we're getting into pro days. Then we had the draft, and we were tracking those rookie ADPs in Underdog. What we saw was you could line up the dates. So it was like, right, we were thinking, oh, this is the week of the combine, March. I want to say it was, let's throw out 7th or 14th. It might have been April, but I think it was March. And you'd line up like a news event happening or someone running a nice 40 time, and then you'd look and their ADP would spike. That's what we're doing here. That's the reference I was making earlier to looking at companies' filings and when you're buying stocks and things like that. You want to see what people are talking about and what hype they're buying into. Google Trends. That's the point. So it's all relative. It's relative for the past 30 days. On a scale of 0 to 100, it's the search terms for DeAndre Hopkins. Very open, just his name. We could also search like DeAndre Hopkins Chiefs, that's more nuanced. That's fun. We can start zooming in on certain dates and times. We could look to see when Adam Schefter tweeted. I think it was Adam. It might have been Rap Sheet. They might have been talking about it on Pat McAfee show. You just got to check all your sources, and then you can line up, okay, this when the tweet came out from Shefty, and then boom, DeAndre Hopkins is talked about in the news, May 24th, May 25th a lot. We're seeing his ADP rising up. The takeaway, stay away from DeAndre Hopkins. If you've already been drafting him, if you got exposure, then you're not going to like where his ADP is going. And you probably were baking in the fact that he was going to land somewhere nice. I already didn't hate if he were to stay with the Cardinals and then Murray comes back healthy, looking good. Like, I didn't hate that. And based on how Nuke was doing last year, I had him in a PPR league. I had him in a half PPR league as well. And I liked all the results that I saw. Takeaway, I had been drafting Nuke as more of a wide receiver 3. If he's going to be dropping into that wide receiver 2 range, it's just too rich for me. It's a lot going on for him to change teams. His age 31 season. I can talk, to the negatives and the positives, but we're seeing the Google trend. Nuke's in the news. And yeah, just talking about that, lining up some things. We don't really have time to make a pick. I'm hopping off the stream. I don't think we made a single pick during this. But we'll get back to the slows later tonight. And I might go live again later tonight. We'll see how we're feeling. We could be doing some chows later. Maybe doing some BBM 4s. I think I'm going to go knock out this UCC 6. Check out the Road to 150. Hope and Davis are streaming live right now. Hop on over there. Let's do it. See y'all later.